Start recording. Hello everyone, my name is Blade Walker and I'm back for day 2 of my new 7 Days to Die Alpha 18.4 Let's Play. I spent most of the night gathering resources. I made some armor out of duct tape and cloth. It's just basic padded armor. It doesn't slow me down, but it does give me a little bit of defense. I also made a bandana which gives a small amount of cold and heat resist. I also spent my perk points. I bought one of Miner 69er and Motherlode, which increases the damage with your tools as well as increases the resources you get for using or for collecting. And there's morning. I also put one into Sexy T-Rex in order to reduce the amount of stamina my tools, weapons, and power attacks use. Then I put one in, I think that was it. Nope, I put one into Better Barter so I get a better deal at the trader. It's only 5%, but it adds up. And then I put one into Daring Adventure, which increases the number of potential loot reward or quest rewards. So you'll get 3 choices to choose from instead of just 2. I usually only put 1 or 2 in this because I like to do quests. If you don't do quests or are not interested, then I do not recommend putting points into that. So I cleaned up my inventory a little bit. I ate, I drank. Because I increased my Miner 69er ability, that allows you to make better tools, quality 2 in this case, and each one allows you to increase better and better tools until you get the max that you're allowed to craft of quality 5. You can't craft quality 6. Quality 6 can only be looted. So, with that I made a new shovel and a new stone axe and the armor, and I think that's it, other than the resource gathering. I knocked down a bunch of trees, picked up some rocks, gathered some feathers. I did have at least one visitor, a giant lumberjack, but I managed to take care of him on the little landing here. So it's daytime, so let's get out here and do a little exploring. I would like to turn this quest in, but before I do that, since the trader does not open until 6:05 a.m., I think it might be a good idea to check out some of these houses and maybe get some loot while I'm waiting. Cooler, okay, bottles. Oh, we got ourselves another Paul. Come on, go down. I know this is warrior difficulty, but go down. Ooh. Oof. Almost got me. Boy, he took a lot of hits. But I got him. Definitely need to get something for my infection soon. Now, when it comes to the new dungeon, well, relatively new dungeon style POIs, there's 2 things you can do. You can either take the path that the Fun Pimps have created for you, which usually results in you clearing the entire POI, not usually missing too much, if anything, or you can just simply beat down the walls and get in however you want. Now, me personally, because I worry about missing stuff, I usually take the intended path, but admittedly, sometimes there are things that are out of the way or hidden that you might miss. But again, I just personally prefer to do that because, especially when you're doing the clear quests, if you just run in, hack holes through the walls and such, you often will miss something, and then you won't be able to finish the quest as quickly, and you might just end up running around trying to find something that you might have missed if you, or wouldn't have missed had you actually gone through the proper way. But again, up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. Looks like the entrance was indeed that window in the front. So we're going to go in through the window here. Make sure there's no sleepers. Let's slow down. Take these out. So if I start running away, which is very likely to happen. Oh, great, I hear another Paul. Behind pictures are often items. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. Somebody's busting through. Where are you busting through? thought I saw somebody. Did you go around the corner? Yes, he did. Alright, come on. Oh, boy, I'm missing my crit. What the? Oh, wow. My aim is terrible. Uh-oh. Used all my stamina, I guess. The infection shouldn't be affecting me yet, but it's getting close. There we go. Alright, come on. Go down. Oh, got me. Ooh, he almost got me again. Ah! Bastage. Alright, let's see. That should do for him. Them dudes are really tough. But I'm glad I made that armor because it definitely made a difference. Alright, let's see if there's any murky water. I'll take that. Nothing else in here to loot. I don't see any boards in the floor or walls that seem to be indicating a secret. File cabinets are... Ah, there we go. Craft armor-piercing 9mm ammunition. Well, yes, please. Nothing behind there. Uh-oh. Is there only one? Okay, I ain't worried about a crawler. There we go. Mr. Crawler, I'm not too concerned about. Alright, since I leveled up, I'm going to put a point into healing factor. Personally, since I like to melee until I get guns, and even then I still like to melee occasionally, extra healing is always a positive for me. Alright, a cooking grill. Excuse me. Cooking grill is always good. It allows me to make things other than charred meat. Okay, bottles, nothing. In the beginning, I like to pick up the chairs, but later on, they're not worth the extra little bit of wood. But in the beginning, they're nice to have. It's nice to get a little free wood. Oh, Arlene. Whoa, she was off to the races. Holy crap. Alright, what do we got in here? I'll take this, thank you very much. What's in here? Nothing. Oh, I see a secret. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, a mountain man chest. Come on, Taz. Is that... Oh, look at that. Just when I needed it. The game knew. It must have known what I was thinking. I need antibiotics. Alright, what's up here? Is there anybody up here? Does not appear so. Whoop. Apparently that paper was load-bearing. Let's grab this. Nails, okay. Another secret, we'll take it. Food and water, always useful. Okay, these things here are usually zombie closets. Or they are zombie closets. Sometimes they'll have a zombie in it, sometimes not. I am going to attempt... Oh, look at that. What luck, right in the head. Hey, stupid. Yeah, there you go. I'm over here. Well, I was hoping I wouldn't wake the other one up, but... Come on. Sit down. Oh! Oh! Ooh, Paul, you scared the crap out of me. Alright, I think I better use that. That's what I get for not paying attention behind me. Oh! Woo! Let's get back. Zap him. Oh, crap. Boy, ooh, he's moving. Let's not get too close to him while my healing is still working. Really? Oh, definitely not going to do that. Yeah, see, sometimes the stun still lets them walk, which I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intended, but it seems like a bug. I mean, when you get stunned, well, I guess that is true. When you do get stunned, you can move a little bit. So maybe that does make sense. Okay, I think I definitely should put a door up or something. So that doesn't happen again. Because that was definitely bad. Okay, fully healed. Let's take care of... Did I kill the woman? I don't remember. I guess I did since she's gone. Was that honey? That is honey. There you go. Infection cured. Each bottle of honey reduces your infection by 5%, and since it's currently under 10%, that means that eventually, because it doesn't heal all at once, eventually I will indeed be cured. Oh, that's what I thought. Oh, look at this. I love hearing that thunk. You aren't going to come running at me, are you? Nope, you're done. Take a seat. Was she the only one? I thought I saw one outside the thing. Okay, sewing kits are useful. As you can see, you can use it to make clothing, armor, and modifications for them, such as pocket mods, which I don't need since I use the mod that reduces my encumbrance to 0. But if you're playing, excuse me, if you're playing legitimately, I guess you'd say, then you would definitely like those to make some pocket mods or some other things. This is another thing that I've seen people have issues with. Sometimes when you go into loot places and you'll see something and it doesn't look like there's anything there, but you can't loot it, it doesn't show up. Usually that means there's something there like glass that's invisible, but it is there. So another little tip, because I've had that problem myself back when Alpha 18 first came out. I noticed that, and I was very much annoyed because I was like, I don't understand. There's nothing there, but I can't loot. And then I accidentally swung and broke the glass, and then I realized, you can loot it. It's just being blocked by the glass. Now, this was something I just did that I probably should explain. This game has what they call mods or modifications. There's all sorts of mods. There's mods for there's mods for tools, melee weapons, guns, you name it. Now, this is what they call a wood splitter mod, which gives you 15% more damage against wood. Since I don't have an actual axe, I just have the stone axe. I went ahead and threw it in there. Mods do increase the damage of tools and weapons, as you can see. It says, in this case, since it's a tool, you don't care about melee damage, you only care about the block damage. So, let me modify this. If you see the block damage up here, it's 38, but if I take this out, it drops to 35. So, that extra 4 damage isn't a whole lot, but it does add up over time. Let's see what's in the chest. Ooh, iron chest armor. I will definitely take that. Motor tools, small tank, nice. And an insulated liner. Well, you know what? I can use that insulated liner right now. Whoops. Oh yeah, modify. The insulated liner, the insulated liner will help keep you warm in cold biome. So I definitely want that since I'm currently in the snow biome. Let's see what's in the chest here. Shamway's always nice. Hopefully it'll have food. Okay, rotting flesh, but if you intend to farm in the future, it's a good idea to take rotting flesh. Oh, I can loot it through the floor. Alright, that works. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I don't see any obvious secrets. So I think this house is finished. Oh, nope, missed this. Okay, I'll take coal. Coal is useful for not only gunpowder, but also for making wheels for vehicles. And I think that's it. Is there anything else that it's good for? Alright, I already got that. So we're done with this house. Alright, let us go ahead and get to the trader so I can turn in this quest and maybe get another one. I'd really like to get that pump shotgun book because that would be very, very useful. get some wood real quick. Alright. Now, there was a mountain lion out here overnight that I saw and heard. I peeked my head out the back door of this house here. I'm not sure if it's still around. You might see it, but I sure don't. Let's go ahead and loot this car. See if maybe I can get a mining helmet. There's a pretty high chance of getting a mining helmet, relatively speaking, from cars. So I always recommend, especially in the beginning, to loot cars. Because a mining helmet will help you see at night and inside houses and such. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's here anymore. Well, I'm not going to complain. I'll take it. Oh, I already looted that. Okay. I definitely want the bones. I don't usually pass up bones. Okay, corn seed's good, because I can use that for when I start farming. Since by default you can't craft any seeds of any kind, that will definitely be useful. Of course, there's a Paul Bunyan right near where I gotta go. Okay, pick up some rocks as we go. Looking for bird's nest for feathers or eggs. Oh, here's where I started. Huh. Which means that one's taken. Okay. I'll come back for the iron node eventually. But for now, I think we definitely need to get to the traders. Again, in the beginning here, I'm not going to cut anything out because anything could happen. But once we get a bit further into the playthrough, I'll start editing out boring stuff like the resource gathering, the running in between POIs or to and from quests. Anything that I think you guys wouldn't want to watch, or even really I wouldn't want to watch. That's usually how people look at things. If you don't want to watch it, then nobody else probably wants to either, so you can safely cut that out. Okay, almost there, but I'm out of stamina. It's not a good idea usually to run your stamina too low in case you suddenly get chased by an animal such as a wolf, mountain lion, coyote, because they will follow you for a distance, not forever fortunately, but if you get super low on stamina and then all of a sudden one aggroes you, you could be in trouble very, very quickly. Happened to me a lot when I first started playing. I was like, oh, I'll just run till I'm tired and refill. Yeah, not a good idea. I died a couple of times from that. Not that death really matters too much, but nobody wants to run and get their bag back. Although I have that disabled personally. I don't like doing bag runs. So, what do we got? Oh, a double barrel shotgun. Iron helmet, which I've already got one. And a sledgehammer, which I've got. So we're definitely taking the double barrel. Alright, my man, you got any more jobs for me? A fetch, clear zombies. Well, I know it's boring, but I think we're going to do another buried supplies. Alright, do I have enough? Yes, I do. Let me grab the pump shotgun schematic. Now, another reason that it's nice to grab the pump shotgun is, or the pump shotgun schematic, it's a tier 3 weapon, which means you cannot, you can only craft them once you find the schematic. There's no perk that unlocks it. You must find the schematic. So that's why I was happy to find that, because like most people, the shotgun's a great weapon. Now, in order to make tier 3 weapons, you must have parts for that type of weapon. So by getting the double barrel shotgun, once I get enough parts, I can scrap it like this and get 3 shotgun parts. I'm not sure how many it takes to make the first level shotgun. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can do it. It has to be in... Nope, that's destroyed. Oh, look at that. What luck. Because sometimes a schematic for the workstation that you're looting, if it's broken, has a chance to drop the schematic to create it. So in this case, I got the workbench schematic for opening the workbench that was destroyed. It's a pretty lucky find. So it's a good idea to check... Ooh, an iron shovel, okay. It's a good idea to check all workstations that are broken, because you never know when you'll get a schematic for it, which means you won't have to put a perk point into it later in order to learn it. Let me check the forge over here. See if it's... Okay, it's destroyed. Come on, come on. Okay, no such luck. There's a cement mixer, I believe, here. Yep. Are you broken? You are. Oh, look at that. Now I can make a cement mixer without buying the perk. How nice. Next up is the chem station. It is also destroyed. Okay, I'll take grain alcohol. That's not bad. Not the most useful item, but it's not bad. Alright, so let us go ahead and loot the few remaining items here that I missed when I was here the first time. Because there's usually pretty good stuff. Nothing there. Nope, can't loot that. Not seeing any. Nope. Sometimes there's a safe on one of the walls in here. Okay, blood bags are good. Acid is good for making tires and military fiber, I believe. Oh, looks like we got a visitor beating on the walls. The traders have an immunity to damage. You can't damage any area that's around the trader. So, as you can hear, it makes that weird noise. So if you hear that outside, usually that means there's a zombie beating on the walls. Okay, we're definitely going to... Oh, can't repair it. We'll scrap that for now. We'll turn this into duct tape to free up some space. Scrap that. I don't need lead for now. Definitely don't need that. Don't need one paper. Definitely keeping the seeds. We'll eat the cat food, which is rather gross, but what are you going to do? Alright, we will drink the tea. Scrap that. Don't need 7 gunpowder. It's going to be a while till I make bullets. Alright, that freed up some space. I'll take the 1 coffee. Let's see what's in here. More water. I'll always take water. Shotgun shells. That's really nice. Because I'm pretty sure, yep. Starting in, I believe, Alpha 17, whenever you find a weapon, it usually is not loaded. So make sure you remember that if you pick it up and you put it in your hotbar. Make sure you check that it's loaded, because if it isn't, you're going to have a bad time. Okay, all of this is done. We're looking good. I don't believe anything up here except for, yep, a cabinet and another cabinet. Okay, good. All right, do more, 10% more damage with clubs. I'll take that. Okay, can't loot that, and I believe that's it. Upstairs, it's just the roof, and there's nothing on the roof to loot. So we'll go ahead and close that. Boy, you're no. I really don't like these guys in the beginning. They just kick your butt. Alright, now, let's go over here and see if there's any food or anything I might want in the vending machine. Can of cat food, not really. You know what, I think I'm going to see if he's got some shotgun shells, because that will be very, very helpful. Do you have any shotgun shells, my man? Not in there, you don't. Do you have any in here? Well, that's a bummer. Serrated blade. Ooh, gyrocopter chassis. That would be nice, but that's definitely an in-game item.
Sorry, I didn't have what you needed. Come back soon.
Don't worry, my man. You got lots of good stuff. I just ain't got no money. I'm a deadbeat right now. I don't even have a bicycle. Alright, let's go ahead and throw my shovel down here. Oop, not that. Shovel. Alright, let's go dig up this treasure. Then I think I'll give you guys a break from quests and we'll go look for some places to loot. Maybe scout out a place to set down some roots, start a base. Whether or not I start a base in a POI or out in the wild, completely random. Sometimes I start a base in a POI, sometimes I don't. However, in mid to late game, I always do create my own base out in the wild. So you can look forward to that in future episodes, although that will probably be quite a bit away. Alright, I see you over there, Paul. Alright, I don't want to go anywhere near him. Oop, alright, free car, we'll take that. Controversial, I'm sure, but I'm not a fan of coffee and I never use it, so there's no point in keeping the coffee seed. But if you like coffee is quite good. It gives you a stamina regen boost, and of course it also gives you, it refills your water. But personally, I'm not a fan of coffee, either in real life or in game. Oh great, did I lose him? I don't think it's gonna matter. Are you kidding me? You're gonna make me go right back at him, aren't you? Yep, you sure are. Alright, well, that's fine. I knew he was going to get me. Okay, that used all my stamina. Alright, come on over here, Paul. Stun you again. Alright, gotcha. Now I can get to digging. More coal nodes, which is always nice. It means directly under these two spots are a pretty nice coal vein. But right now, coal is not on my mind. Alright, let's see if this is close. A little bit further, we'll say here. Nice thing about the snow biome is the first layer is snow, and it usually only takes one shot to dig up. So it can be a little easier to get to treasures. Oh, there we go. We got lucky. Alrighty, let's see. I already got hop seed. Oh, crud. I should have sold that. Alright, so other food and stuff. And again, while I appreciate zombies, right now I'm a little more concerned with getting myself powered up. And the XP is nice, but I'd rather do other things right now, personally. So let's run and turn this in, and then we'll check out. Well, we'll go looking for town, because honestly, I don't want to stay in the snow biome in the beginning, since I don't have any clothes to survive it once the elemental protection wears off. Oh, that was nice. A burning mod shaft, alright. Or burning shaft mod, excuse me. Alright, let us keep going. Do. See, all of this running you do in the beginning is why I don't like the encumbrance system. Because right now I'm totally full, which means I would run at like, I don't know, 2/3 of the normal speed. Doesn't sound like much of a loss, but when you're running over large areas, it gets a little tiresome when you're running super slow. Alright, my man, what do you got for me? Night Stalker 3. Bladed weapons do 10% more damage at night. That is very, very tempting, but unfortunately, since I don't really use bladed weapons, I don't see a need for that, so I'm going to take the first aid kit for now. What do I got? How much? 830. I don't think there's going to be anything I can buy for that little. Nope. All good stuff, but I just don't need it right now. Gravedigger. You know what? I will take that. Modify. Now, the Gravedigger increases damage against dirt by 15%. So that's nice to have, especially if I decide to do more buried treasure quests later. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a quest, but I don't have to do it now. I can do it later. Clear zombie southwest. You know what? I'm actually going to head southwest. So let's see where that town is. You can actually use quests to find towns that you haven't already discovered. In this case, southwest. Now, if you look at the map, I haven't really been southwest, but this tells me that there's definitely a town in this area. So, that actually is a good thing, because I was going to look for a town that was not in the snow biome. So, whether we do the quest or not, let's head in that direction. The terrain is nice looking, but it makes it kind of difficult to travel on vehicles once you actually start getting them. Okay, let's let our stamina recover. In case we get chased by a wolf. Hopefully not a dire wolf. You'll know a dire wolf if you see it because it's black and significantly larger than the regular gray wolves. Alright, let us go. Alright, so far so good. 700 meters away, so not too much further. That's just a stone. Cover our stamina a little bit and then run again. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I know this is really boring in the beginning, but it is part of the game, and since it's early game, there's no telling at any moment when something will jump out and murder you. And I'm sure everybody likes to see the player get murdered. I mean, I admit I watch lots of other YouTubers, and you're definitely rooting for them to win, but at the same time, you can't help but want to see them suffer just a little bit. Oop, ran my stamina too low. Alright, almost there. Less than 500 meters. Alright. My max health is getting low. Oh! Arlene. My max health is getting low, so I'm going to use a bandage to increase it back to the actual max. Those little stumps often, or sometimes, will give you honey, so it's a good idea to hit them if you can. I do believe I am actually going to go after Arlene here. Since she's by herself, I don't mind taking her on. And down she goes. 413 XP. Thank you very much. Alright, so there's a rope. No way. That is another trader, I think. Huh, look at that. A trader that's even closer than the one I've already got. Yep, it's a trader. That is sweet. Well, let's go ahead and go get a quest from him. Or is this Trader Jen? This might be Trader Jen. This is Trader Jen. Alright, let's hear her new voice.
Another stranger in need? I've got what you're looking for.
Well, let's hope. Alright, any jobs, any jobs. We're looking for southwest, let's see, northwest, northwest. I think we'll go for the shortest distance one, which is
I've got
northwest.
just the job for someone with your talents. This is dangerous work, but I believe you can handle it.
Well, I'm glad to hear you have confidence in me. Alright, is there anything I can sell? Nothing I really want to at the moment, I don't think. Rocket launcher would be nice. Needle and thread, meh. Okay, denim jeans, skirts, and overalls. That's nice, but I don't need those. Cargo pocket mods. Now, those are really nice if you don't get rid of the encumbrance system, because those will allow you to create a cargo pocket mod which reduces encumbrance by 2 for every piece of clothing you put it in. Or is that for clothing? I think that's for clothing. I forget. I don't ever use them. My apologies. So I don't know a whole lot about them. Let's see if there's any. Oh, a first aid. Wow, that's expensive. Shirt. Ooh, lucky goggles. Ooh, I definitely would like those. Lucky goggles will increase the chance of finding better loot, as well as making it easier to narrow down the buried treasure when you're looking for those. So that's good. Oh yeah, shotgun shells. Any shotgun? Oh, you don't have any shotgun shells. Look at that, a gyrocopter chassis, motorcycle. That's not bad. We'll take those mushrooms for... I mean, they were like 7 dukes. That's so cheap. And you need more... You need, I think, 5 to make 1 mushroom into 1 mushroom spore, so that you can plant it and farm more of them. So that kind of works out. Oh, a workbench for 3,800. That's nice. Gunpowder, military fiber. Lots of good stuff, but unfortunately no... There we go, shotgun parts. That's nice.
Well, you just brightened my day. I'm glad I could help you.
Thank you. I like Trader Jen's new voice. Alright, let's see. Where was I headed? Okay, we're gonna head southwest because I wanna find a place to set up shop temporarily at the very least, so I can make a chest and drop down all this loot so that I can actually loot more stuff. The beginning of the game is pretty much just loot fest, and that's it. I like to do quests, but looting is definitely important as well. Personally, I like to build large structures, so I'm going to end up needing like 20 forges, probably more like 10 to 15. So I'm going to need a pretty good size area to build them in, although I usually don't build the large number of forges and get mass producing on stone or for concrete and such until a little bit later when I can build my own place where I can actually plan out where I'm actually going to... Oh, look at that, a working stiff tools. That is beautiful. I don't think I've seen one of those at all in Alpha 18 yet. So that is excellent. Oh, Eric stuff. Alright. Oh, is it this place? Is this what I think it is? What is this? Is this just a big passing gas? Yes, it is. Alright, let's find a place real quick to dump our stuff. Look how far away you can loot this bus. All the way across the street. Oh, that's a really nice find. Alright, so... You know what? This oil place looks like it'd be good to set down shop for the moment. Any zombies in here? Well, that's kind of pointless. Oil shale. Okay, that's nice. Is there anybody in the back? Huh, looks like I got lucky. No zombies spawned. Oh, right, can't pick that up. Shipping crate. Alright, so, let's go ahead and use this as at least a temporary residence. So, let's open this. And then we'll go ahead and stick some items in here to free up some inventory. Then I can make some boxes. I like to put them high to make sure no zombies can hit them. There we go. And then I have a storage system that some people probably are going to find a little strange, but I don't really have time to organize everything super accurately, so let's just go ahead and dump. Well, no, I don't want to dump off my water. I'll keep the food. Don't need the seeds. Oh, I didn't even realize I got an aloe vera seed. That's very nice. I don't need the ammo or that or that. We're going to go ahead and put this up. We'll just put it up there. We're just going to drop everything off for the moment. I'll keep some food on me. Don't need the yucca juice since I got water. Yeah, that's fine. Don't need the jars. Don't need that. I'm not making arrows. Let's see. I'll keep that. Get rid of that. Definitely keeping that. I'll keep those in case I find a safe. I'll go ahead and keep that on me as well. Alright, so I'm doing alright for the moment. Let's go ahead and loot this place up. Not that there's a lot here. This place is what they call a remnant POI. They added them in Alpha 18 because some people didn't like that every POI pretty much was a dungeon and took a while to clear. So they created, like, I don't know what they said, 20 to 50, somewhere now. I think it was like 30 or 40 of these tiny little POIs that are super small, easy to clear, don't really have loot. They're more for making a base early game if you get caught out at night. It'll give you a place to stay. Usually there's anywhere from 0 to 4 zombies, I think they said. From my experience, it's usually only maybe 2 at most. But there can definitely be more than that. Let's put the paper away. I don't want to carry anything that I don't need. And throw that in there. Don't need that or that. Alright, I think we're good. Let's close our door. Let's get to the map. Mark this on the map as our home base. Save waypoint. I like to use the castle, personally. Alright, so there we go. Oh, let's track that so that I can always see it from any distance. Now it will always appear on my HUD no matter how far away. Alright, which actually reminds me, I never did that for the traders. Which I always do. So in there, save waypoint, use the trader icon, trader, enter. And then of course I always like to mark those. And then we'll go up here and mark this trader. Save waypoint. Use the trader icon again. Enter. Track that. There we go. I forgot to do that yesterday, but now we've got them there. Alright. Since this is a clear quest, and I definitely would like to get the quest done, but also this place probably has pretty decent loot, I think we should go ahead and do this quest. Now, yesterday, or I should say in the last video, I did say that I typically do not care to loot buildings and then also reset them to loot them again. However, I do believe I mentioned that I don't mind doing it in the beginning. It's more the end game that I don't do that. Or not end game, but the tier, I don't know, like 3 to 4 or 5 quests. Because the buildings get so large that it takes you a long time to loot it once, much less twice. So in this case, it's a relatively small building and I'm really desperate for loot. So I am going to go ahead and loot it twice. Loot it once, come back, start the quest, which completely resets the POI and all the loot, and then loot it again. Some people think it's cheating, some people don't. One of the co-founders, Joel, who is also one of the developers, has said himself that he likes to do the double loot. So I think if the developer themselves says that they do it, then it's probably alright for you to do it. But again, to each their own. If you don't like doing it, then don't do it. Okay, let's see, how do we get in here? There should be a way to get in, because I do believe this is a dungeon-style POI. Not every POI is a dungeon style, but most of them are. Oh, look at that. Brass radiator. That's nice for brass later. Alright, let's go ahead and loot all this stuff up. Duct tape is nice. In fact, do I have any cloth? No, I do not. I could make another piece of armor if I had some cloth. Alright, so. Oh, hello. Sit down. Really? There you go. Alright, another point to spend. And I believe I'm going to spend that right now on Lucky Looter. Lucky Looter increases your looting speed by 10% on at rank 1. It also increases your loot bonus by 10 and narrows down buried treasure locations to 7 meters. I'm the most interested right now in the increased loot, or the increased probability for better loot. So I think I will take that. The front door is open, so yes please, I will walk right on in. Anybody in here? No? Oh, yep. Gonna need a repair kit before too much longer for this. Oop. Anybody else sneaking up on me? These zombies are sneaky, man. They'll sneak right up on you. You want to see? Old Farmer John here. Alright, sit down. Okay, nothing here. Let's check out the kitchen, assuming there's nobody else in here to eat my face. Unlocked. Oh. Is that a dog or something outside? I think it's a crawler. Alright, sit down, lab zombie. Looks like there was a door here, but there isn't anymore. Nobody in here? You know what? I'll help you come in, because the last thing I want is for you to start showing up when I'm trying to loot. Yep, it's a crawler. Okay, I can deal with a crawler. Try to save my... Yep, there we go. Want to save my stun baton a little bit of damage because I don't have any repair kits just yet. Alright, what do we got here? Come on, food. No plastic. No plastic. Alright, food. I'll take it. Alright. Now, these here, these blue pallets, there are blue pallets and there are white cement bag looking pallets. These will give you free resources, and in the beginning, very useful. Alright, so I don't see anything here. Looks good. Alright, let's loot here. Coffee beans, which I don't use. I'll take the bones, thank you. There's that, and that. Oh, got an item in here. Ah, first aid bandage. Very, very useful. Okay. Sinks. Sinks are pretty much the only place you can get a wrench other than like actual loot boxes, but like wrenches basically only drop from sinks. They don't typically drop from like cabinets and other lootable containers. They tend to only drop in like working stiff boxes, hidden stash, stuff like that. The same is usually true for bottle of acid. Bottles of acid, I should say. Alright, shotgun shells. Reload that baby. Alright, now I'm ready to take on another Paul Bunyan. Alright, is there anybody else in here? I think I made a... Nope. That's another zombie closet. There it is. You know what? Boom. Reload, because you never know if you're going to get surrounded. Now, something I see people do a lot with the sawed-off shotgun, or the double barrel. You can rapidly pull the trigger twice to shoot two more or less at the same time. The problem is, most people aim for the head, which you should, but when they pull the trigger twice in rapid succession, the first shot hits them in the head, but the second shot, because even though it's almost instantly, the kickback from the first shot jerks the gun up, and then the second shot completely misses, wasting the ammunition, as well as leaving you open. Ooh, okay, plaster cast. Compound crossbow, not too shabby. Okay, I do have a wrench, so I can show you this. Some vending machines are usable, some are not. If it doesn't show you the interact button when you get close to it, that means that it's basically broken, unplugged, whatever, and you can wrench it to get items such as steel, I think mechanical parts, but I could be wrong, plastic, electronic, there we go, electronic components, mechanical parts, springs, there's a piece of forged steel. It's a small amount, but in the beginning, beggars can't be choosers, so I take anything I can get. Later in the game, I don't bother, but in this part, or at this point, absolutely. Take what you can get. There's another steel. Springs are definitely useful, especially in my case, because I like to use grenades. Grenades take springs, and unfortunately, you can't make them anymore. They removed that ability in early Alpha 18, so you can only find them. Or buy them from the trader, which I often do when I get further in the game and I have money. Anybody back here? Okay, you can now wrench these pallet jacks. So I take that. You can wrench these two. They're really good. They give you some nice mechanical parts and electronic components. Oh, and even pipes. Okay. But since I'm kind of in a hurry at the moment and I don't have repair kits for my wrench, I really don't want to wear it out on just generic things. I'd rather save it for when I need to wrench a car in order to get... Oh, I see you. See if I can sneak up on him. Put a... Oh, no, so much for that. Boom. Ah, down you go. So I like to save things like the wrench until I get some repair kits, because you can't repair them without a repair kit. Although wrenches are quite common, you'll run into a lot of them throughout your gameplay. Car parts, come on. Look at that, 20 of them, just what I needed. This game is definitely reading my mind. Alright, come on, car parts, car parts. Give me a motorcycle or a Jeep. I really want the Jeep. Okay, 168, I'll sell that. In the beginning, 168's a lot. Later on, nah, not so much. Usually I'll just read them when I get them later game, but for now, 168 Dukes is nothing to sneeze at. That can get me some shotgun shells or something else. Okay, there is a ladder to the roof, but I want to finish looting down here, which... Oh, it's... Look at that. 2 doors going to the same place, and here I am thinking it's a different room. I don't... Yep, that is indeed a different room. Alright, come on, you. Sit down. Ooh, squishy. Alright, what do we got? Let's take this. Yes, please. Take that. Yes, please. Bacon and eggs. That is a lifesaver. Now I can make bacon and eggs, and I don't have to buy Master Chef. I've already got those, so I don't need them. Looks like there's a medical pile underneath here, so free stuff is always good. Yes, please. Okay, brown dye. Dyes no longer give you a bonus, because it's basically like a mod. In Alpha 17, when they introduced them, if you put them on anything, it would increase the damage, block damage, etc. That no longer is the case. They're just for looks. So, most people throw them away. Or if you scrap them, they actually... If you scrap them, they scrap into paint, which, that's definitely nice. But for now, I think I'll just go ahead and throw it on there, because I want to free up the extra inventory slot. So that should be good. Nothing here, nothing here. This should be another thing. Nobody in the bathroom? Alright. More murky water, which I can boil to make fresh water. More coffee beans. More acid, which is always good. Alright, and I think that's everything. I looted all there. I did not check these bookshelves. Bookshelves are absolutely lifesavers in Alpha 18 because of all the nice perk books you can get. Okay, is there anything in there? Yes, there is. So let's go ahead and pop that open. Loot this. Okay, more nitrate powder. I'll take that. You can wrench the cash registers to get some electrical parts, and I believe iron. But again, trying to save my... Well, I guess I don't need to save my wrench, so screw it. I forgot I got those items. The repair kits. Really? You're not... Oh, I was going to say, you're not going to give me nothing, you cheapo. Okay, well, here's something you might not know. If you put points into salvage operations, it increases the amount of harvest resources you harvest, as well as you can see, it speeds up the harvest. So you harvest 20% faster and you gain 20% more resources when salvaging with wrenches. They also do 10% more damage, so it means in addition to the 20% speed, they also break it down faster. So it's an all-in-all good ability. Personally, I love to max that because I like to get the most out of things because I personally play long game. If you're not planning to play more than like 30 to 50 days, then you don't really need salvage operations because you're not likely to run out of materials. But since I do tend to play the long game, often 100 plus days, you kind of want to get the most bang for your buck. But yet again, that's all based on personal preference and play style. There is no wrong answer. Even if you intend to play long game and you snatch most stuff not given when you don't have a high level salvage operations, there are still ways to get a lot of things. You just might have to explore a little more. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Let's get away. Alright, do I have... Nope, I don't. There we go. Just needed to get run over. Oh, that's usually his death animation. I thought he was done. Nope, but he's moving. Come on, sit down, Baldy. There you go. Nobody else gonna jump me. Treasure chest, alright. What's up, nurse? Oh. She did not like that. There we go. Definitely want to get a better weapon, but this does work for now. Oh, look at this. This is just... It's Christmas. A gun. So we'll get rid of the spear since we don't need that anymore. I'll definitely take this. I guess technically I don't need the shotgun. And we are definitely going to put the light inside my helmet so that I can now see. Oh, look at that. Now you guys don't have to be in the dark. Alright, so the insulated liner, we'll go ahead and throw that on. We'll throw them on the legs. Modify. Equip. And look at that. Look at that. Oh, and I got a hunting rifle. Again, not the ideal weapon as it's a single shot bolt action, but it is very, very useful for in the beginning because it has a pretty good range, and you can often one-shot kill most zombies, at least in the beginning. So it can be very, very useful, especially if you're sneaking. If you're being sneak, it definitely is useful. Alright, since it is now nighttime, I probably don't want to do this quest because I don't have the armor necessary to do battle against running zombies. So I'm afraid that's going to be it for this episode, as it were. Ah, here you go. These are the cement mix. They used to be concrete mix, which was already done, but now they're only cement mix, or cement, which you have to combine with stone, sand, and a cement mixer to make actual concrete mix. But in Alpha 18, they increase the amount of resources it takes to make concrete mix, or I should say cement. So it's not a bad idea to grab those when you can if you have the inventory space and or you're close to home. Highly recommend grabbing those because it will save you a significant amount of time later. Again, only in early game. Once you get into later game, once you get an auger or a really good steel pick, you'll get resources so quick you won't worry about things like that. Oh, I missed a car. Oh. Oh, we got a runner. I think I'm going to turn my light off and try to lose him in the darkness. Yeah, we're not going to fight that dude. I don't feel like getting my face smashed in. Alright, where's home? Here's home. Is that a hole in my wall? Okay. Oh, well, that is. Let's go ahead and bend down to reduce the noise we make. There we go. Fix these up so they can't see me from outside. I don't think they can see through these, but you know what? Why take a chance? If you crouch down, any action you do is slightly muffled, meaning zombies won't hear it. They'll hear it from a shorter distance, which is always a good thing. You don't want them to hear you. Let's see if there's any other hole. Wow, this place has a hole. Oh, no, that's a window. Okay. Alright, that'll work. Inside. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the door a little bit. There we go. Oh, that was a feral. That's bad. Well, he ain't going to go away, so... Oh, she. Don't run around the pole. Don't run around the pole. Oh! She got me. What? She can hit me from there? You ain't dead. Oh, Lord, look at this. Oh, this ain't good. No, she got me, son of a rabble. And that's why I didn't cut the video yet. Wonderful. Well, there's my first death. And that was a pathetic death, too. That should definitely not have happened. Totally on me. That was just sad. Oh, of course I set myself up way over here. Ugh. Okay, when you die, and I believe you have to be over level 5, so, or maybe 6. The blue bar that's on the very bottom, just above your hotbar, that is your XP meter. In other words, right now I'm a little over halfway to the next level. Now, once you get above level 5, I believe it is, every time you die, you'll get a roughly 10% XP penalty. Although I think the last time I died, it was more like 20, but I don't remember. But basically, the bar will change color to red, which means that you have an XP death penalty. And all XP you get until that penalty has been paid back does not count towards your next level. So the death penalty is... I don't mind it. I played EverQuest back in the day on the PlayStation 2, and it had an experience debt, and annoying, yes, but considering many of the other penalties that they have, such as breaking all of your armor, or... fortunately, you can't de-level. That is one thing that is important. You cannot de-level. So if you had just leveled up and you die, you don't have to worry about losing any levels. It just adds an experience debt on top of your current XP. And it's based on a percentage of your current level's experience. So obviously, the further in the game you get, the longer it's going to take to get out of debt. Oh, I can't believe I did that. That was really dumb. And I know better, too. That's the sad part. I know you sick people out there be like me, laughing at me. Ha ha ha, you died. You suck. Yeah, I guess I do suck. But, just shows you, it doesn't matter how many hours you got on the game. You make mistakes, you die. It happens. I don't sweat it. Now, one thing that I do change from default is I did not drop my items, so I do not have to do a bag run. I know some people really don't like that. They much prefer to do the bag run. To me, that seems more like a PvP thing. Oh, crap. Run! So, I disable that. I used to play Minecraft a lot, and I always hated that you couldn't turn that feature off. I'm mostly a console player, by the way, so just kind of throwing that out there. I love PC gaming and stuff, but when I was growing up, it was pretty much PC only, or console only. So, that's why I use a controller to play this, even though I know most people will be like, oh my god, a controller user, kill it with fire. Well, I'm sorry. I don't disagree that a mouse and keyboard is far superior to a controller, but I played World of Warcraft for a couple of years, and I got used to the mouse and keyboard, but it's not comfortable to me. Oh boy, I better stop talking, because I just keep running into zombies. Run, 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 run. She'll stop chasing me after a bit, unless she's a feral. Nope, she must not have been a feral. Ferals, I think ferals will chase you farther, but you know what? I've never actually tested it. I'm usually too busy running for my life to test. Oh, I can't believe I died. Such a dummy. Alright, I'll end the video once I get back to the house, because once again, I could easily die on the way back. So let's keep running, running, running. Oof. I've really got to pay attention. I definitely see how people that are doing Let's Plays, sometimes, I mean, I've watched thousands of hours of people doing Let's Plays, and I thought it always looks like fun. I'm not doing this to make money or anything. I'm doing this for fun. Did I just hear a bark? I feel like I just heard a bark. You know what? Let's not stand around. Let's get out of here. But I often, like many people, would wonder, how did that Let's Player miss that obvious item that was right in their face? There's no way they didn't see it, but they did. Well, I'll tell you what, when you're trying to do commentary, dialogue, and also trying to play, it is extremely easy to not see something that is literally smacking you in the face. Like a zombie, for instance. I've watched many players like Games for Kicks, Cage848, Grand Spartan, who else? Game Edged. There's a whole bunch of them that I really like. Jonah Birch, if you watch on Twitch, he's pretty good. Oh, Z Nation. How could you ever forget Z Nation? Z Nation FFS. Definitely one of the best builders out there, if not the best. What that man doesn't know about structural integrity in this game probably hasn't been discovered yet. He makes things that you just, the whole time you're like, that's not going to work. That ain't going to work. That's going to collapse. And it doesn't. The man is definitely an extremely good player. Highly recommend any of those people I mentioned, by the way. There are quite a few others. But unfortunately, my mind is drawing a blank right now. Can't think of anyone else. But those are some of the big ones that I watched. Or I should say I still watch. I think I'm a rare... I suppose if this actually catches on and I continue to do this, then I'm going to be one of those rare Let's Players that actually does watch other people play, because this is my favorite game of all time, and I'm not even really a survival game fan for the most part. I'm mostly into RPGs, but I think part of this is that it's got RPG elements. That does help, but one of the reasons I liked Minecraft years ago, well, not even years ago, I've played it in the last couple months, is the building. I love to build. I like the fact that the world is completely destroyable. You can dig caves and underground bunkers. I love the tower defense mechanic in this game, even though, again, I'm honestly not that big a fan of tower defense games other than this one. Again, if you love it, sweet, more power to you, but I just don't have, I don't know, they never appealed to me. But there's something about this game. Maybe it's because it's zombies, because I love zombie games. But, yeah, this game is phenomenal. Another little mod that I've got allows you to sort and store items more easily. I love this mod. Apparently, the functionality for this is currently in the base game, but the Fun Pimps simply haven't added the buttons to the menu yet. So my guess would be that maybe they feel that it's not ready to be released. Hopefully that's a feature for a later alpha, because it is so nice to have that ability. Okay, for now we're going to put that away, that away. Cobblestone rocks, I don't need broken glass. This. Motor tool parts are good. Wow, I got a bunch of good stuff. Oop, no, I want that back. And I definitely need to put the seat. I should have used the first aid kit. Alright, let's get this bed rolled down. You better be kidding me. Really? Seriously? Alright, if you're a feral, I swear I'm going to lose my mind. And I put all my bullets away because I'm a dingbat. Alright, you're done. Take a seat. Yeah. I'm definitely going to have to get a better, or some defenses up or something, because this is definitely, there we go. Reload. Did I put my stones away? Yep, I sure did. Give me my stones, repair that. I'm just going to go ahead and repair that and that now, even though it's kind of a waste, but not really. Let's see. Put the stones away for now. I don't need that. Oh, it looks like I'm hungry, so go ahead and eat that. Throw that. No, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... You know, I've not been playing so great, so maybe I should go ahead and put the regular first aid bandage away and keep that. Don't need this. You know what? 111 out of 104 food in the bottom left corner. You can go up to 50 above whatever your current max is. So my max stamina, my max stamina and food and water are 104. That means I can overeat and overdrink to 154. So you don't have to worry about wasting food and water if you do go over the max. I see some people that are afraid to go to the max because they're afraid they'll waste the food and water. That used to be the case to some degree, but now you can actually do that up to 50 above. So like when you reach level 200 or level 100 and your max stamina and that's 200, you can actually eat and drink to 250, which is really nice. Now, I have this little mod that shows your food and water, and it also allows you to toggle being able to see one or the other or both, but these don't show your max. So if you hit the button again on the mod I've got, it shows your max or your actual max and then what you currently have. I like having that personally, but if you don't have that, you can always go into here and it'll tell you what your food and water is out of whatever your current max is. So I'm at 125 out of 104 and 97 out of 104. So you can always go into the menu, but personally I think that's a little cumbersome. So I use the mod that shows me on the game screen. And supposedly, I just read this on the forums yesterday or the day, I think it was the day before yesterday. Joel, again, he's one of the co-founders of the company that makes the game and also one of the developers. He said that more than likely, it's like 99% likely that when he apparently they're going to redo the survival system or whatever it's called, an ISS. I think he said it's standing for Integrated Survival System. It's going to be a whole new section or a whole new way of a whole new type of survival where, like, if you get damaged, apparently there's going to be different ways to treat things, your injuries. He didn't really go into specifics, but he did say that it's 99% likely that the food and water meters will come back on the screen. So hopefully that doesn't change because it's development, things can go either way. But let's hope that actually stays. But that's the end for this episode. I definitely went a little long. Apologies for that. I know not everybody likes hour-long episodes, but the night's almost over, so when we come back, we'll just go ahead and continue. We'll loot that, or not loot, we'll do that quest, and then probably some more looting, and maybe whatever else comes to mind. So thank you for watching. I shall see you all next time. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.